So you're thinking about moving to the Denver, Colorado area, and you don't know where to start. You're thinking, what do I need to do to make this move happen? Because moving to a different state, that's a lot. And if you're moving here and you don't know anybody, well, that makes it even harder. I know because I did it. I packed up my family 18 years ago and we moved across the country to a different state where we didn't know a soul. And I was 8 months pregnant. Now that's a story for a whole nother day, but that just added to it. So I'm so glad you found this video because I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need to do before moving to the Denver, Colorado area. Think of it like your pre-moving checklist, let's say. Now, who am I to tell you these things? Well, my name is Kathy Hansen, and I'm a local realtor here in the Denver metro area, and I'm also a suburban mom. And I would love to help you make your move to Denver, Colorado smooth and easy. Now, I love making these videos for you and showing you what it's like to live, work, and play right here in the Denver, Colorado area, but I love more helping you with your real estate needs. So here is all of my contact information, and you will find it on the details section and the comment section below. So please don't hesitate to reach out or schedule a Zoom call with me. That link is below as well. Now let's get into the 5 things you need to do right now, your pre-moving checklist before moving to Denver, Colorado. Now the first thing you need to do is call me, and call me early in the process so that I can learn about your wants, your needs, and your situation, your fears and your concerns, so that I can help you navigate a move to a different state. I can learn about your vibe and what it is you're looking for in a home or an area that you want to live. What are you looking for there? And then we can strategize with you to help you get exactly what you're looking for. And if you need to sell a home while you're buying out here in the Denver, Colorado area, well, I can help you with that too. I have a network across the country of top-notch agents that can help you sell while I help you buy here. And what it does for you, if me and that other agent know each other, or the people I'm referring you to, I know they're great agents, it just makes the transaction and the process that much smoother. Because I'll be honest, moving to a different state, and if you're selling and buying at the same time, well, that's a lot. And I want you to feel so comfortable with this move and make sure it's as smooth and easy as we can possibly make it for you. So let's set up that Zoom call. I promise you are gonna feel very comfortable about the move to Denver once we are done. And I don't care if you're looking to make a move in 10 days or 10 months. The information that I will provide to you and learn from you will definitely help to calm some fears and help us to best strategize this move. Now, the second thing to do is to get you set up on an MLS search. Now, I know you can search properties on the internet, but sometimes those properties online or some of those search portals aren't as up to date as we would like them to be. And they definitely don't show you the private remarks that listing agents put into the MLS that talks about the seller's situation or what it is that they need to help their move be smoother or easier, or things that we need to know when we're writing an offer on a property. That definitely isn't shown in those online portals. And please keep in mind that those online portals like Pillow, but it starts with a Z, well, those online portals, their client, their customer is actually me, the agent. It's not you, the consumer. And most people don't know this. So what those online portals do is they gather your information and then they turn around and sell it to agents like me, but not me, I don't pay for them. But they sell it to other agents who do pay for your information, and they pay a heavy price for it as well. And your information can be sold to multiple agents, maybe not just one. And with that, when those agents reach out to you, well, you never know what you're gonna get. And obviously, you have the decision to hire them or not. But if you know the backstory on these online portals like Pillow, but with a Z, well, now you know how they work, and it's much better for you to interview agents that you have chosen as opposed to a random agent just calling you out of the blue. Because with every business, well, there's good and bad, and there's good and bad agents as well. And a bad one could make this process so much more difficult than it really needs to be. So it's always best to use an agent who's familiar with the relocating process. Now, during our Zoom call, I'm gonna ask you questions about your wants, your needs, about where it is that you wanna live, and what kind of vibe you have, or what kind of vibe of the neighborhood that you're looking for out here. And then I'm gonna set up a search based on that criteria. And what's really great is in the MLS, you can leave notes in there for me, and I can see those notes and I can write notes back to you about the properties. Or you can put those properties, you can put it in the trash can if you don't like them at all, or you can put a little heart next to it. And that helps me know the things that you like and the things that you don't like. Now, you would be getting an email once a day about properties that have hit the market or properties that have come off the market. So this will also help educate you, because it's real-time activity. This will also help educate you on what our market is doing, how quickly homes are selling, or maybe not. Maybe they're not selling that fast at the time that you're moving here. All of this information will help you have a smoother, easier process. And then we can narrow that search down once you've identified areas that you want to be, or maybe once we've been pre-approved and we have that price range that you want to stay in. You see, the whole process is kind of fluid, so we can move with that fluidity, which takes me to the third thing that you need to do, which is get pre-approved with a local lender if you're not paying cash for the home. Now, our market here in the Denver metro area has been a seller's market for many years. And with that, being approved by a local lender will give you a leg up on the market or on competition if we find ourselves in a multiple offer situation. Now, I don't want to scare you, but they are out there right now, and they have been out there for quite some time. And I am happy to make an introduction to a local lender for you, or a few, so you can choose the one that's best for you. And during this Zoom call, we're going to talk about the reasons why you don't want to use a big box lender like a Wells Fargo or a Rocket Mortgage or Veterans United. And don't even get me started on them. Veterans United is not affiliated with the VA, and a lot of people think it is. Veterans United, they simply market to veterans, and they don't always give you the best deal. Now, I'm married to a disabled veteran, so I take that very near and dear to heart. Now, I want my veterans to be well taken care of. Actually, all of my clients, I want them all to be well taken care of. And these are things that we will cover in that Zoom call. Now, getting that pre-approval, if you're 6 to 9 months out from moving, that is okay. That is not too early to get the ball rolling, because the lender is gonna need 2 years of tax returns. They're gonna need to verify your assets, and they're also going to need an employment offer letter for you from your employer here in the Denver area. Now, it's easier to gather those things when everything's in its place at home, when you haven't started packing yet. So gather those documents, keep them in a folder, because you're probably gonna have to send them in more than one time, if I'm being honest with you. So once again, I'm happy to go over all of this with you. Just go ahead and book that call. And again, the link is below in the details section. Now, the fourth thing is also related to that pre-approval and to the lending process. So if you're getting a loan, please don't make any big purchases. Now, I know moving to a different state could come with lots of costs, but we need to keep those costs off of your credit card. So I should say you can make big purchases as long as you're paying cash for them. During this lending process, you need to keep your credit card spending the same as it always is. Keep your habits the same. So if you pay all of your bills and put it on your credit card and then pay it off every month, continue to do that. That's the caveat. Just ask your lender first, because it's easier to avoid messes than it is to clean them up. And we have to keep in mind that your income can change when you move to the Denver area. And if your income changes, well, that can throw off your debt to income ratio. Or some people think, I'll just sell my car here in the state that I'm living, and then I'll just go buy a new one out there in Colorado, which is a great thought. But we just want to run those numbers by your lender first. So keep all of those big ticket items to a minimum. We don't want any surprises or anything that could jeopardize your pre-approval. And the last thing, number 5, is plan your visit. Come out here, come drive the neighborhoods, come check things out, come visit, come look around. I don't want you buying in the wrong spot or location for you. So I want you to come out because different neighborhoods in Denver have different vibes. Different suburbs around the Denver metro area have different vibes. So I want you to check those things out in person so you know kind of what you're buying and what you're getting into. And I am happy to help you plan that trip. Now, most people buy a home close to or near where they're gonna work. So when you come out, check that out as well, because that's most likely the largest thing that's gonna have an impact on the area where you're deciding to live and to buy in. Because I see it all the time. People think they wanna be in one area, and then they come out here and they've picked a totally different area to live. Now, you don't need to come out every time we're looking at homes. I have lots of strategies to make you feel very comfortable in the home that you're buying if you're purchasing a home while you're in a different state. But I highly advise that you make one trip out here and that you do get familiar with and you do get to know the vibe of different parts of the metro area. And before you come, I'll help you narrow down some places that you might want to look at based on your wants and needs and your price point. So come on, come hang out in Denver for a weekend. Make it a long weekend. I would love to grab a cup of coffee with you or go out for a drink and meet you and get to know you in person. So there you have it. Those 5 things should get you started on a smooth move to the Denver, Colorado area. So I'll say it one more time. Book a call with me. My information is below in that detail section, and we're gonna go ahead and put it here on the screen for you as well. Jump into my calendar, let's hop on a Zoom call so I can answer any questions that you may have. Now, once again, I'm Kathy Hansen. I'm a local area realtor. I'm also a suburban mom, and I would love to help you make that move here to the Denver, Colorado area smooth and easy. Now, that's all I have for you today, but I do have one more video over here for you to watch because I do videos all about what it's like to live, work, and play right here in the Denver metro area. So go check it out here, and I will see you right over on this next video.